So Carmen and I run an Airbnb, and she asked me to put together a video to give to our future guests to tell them a little bit about who we are. So I started digging into the old pictures and videos and trying to figure out how to put this story together.
Cheers to that!
Do you have any idea how many pictures and videos you accumulate over 10 years? I mean, it's a lot. Like, where do you even start? Where do you begin to break down all the stories and moments and trips and vacations and renovations and family and friends and pets and animals and cram all that into like a 4 or 5 minute video? I mean, seriously. But I'm always up for a challenge, so I mean, here goes. Here's the story of Marc and Carmen. Hey, Carmen!
We play it loud, or we play nothing at all. We carry the heat of the summer. We dance to the beat of our own drum. We got a rhythm like no other. We're always gonna be the wild ones.
Alright, let me just stop the video abruptly right there, because we are not nearly as wild as we used to be. Maybe back in our younger days, but now things are a little bit different. You want to know what most of our nights look like? This is it, right here. Snuggling with Sir Winston, or the baby leopard in the back there. The baby leopard's name is Elsa. She's a Bengal, and she's a little bit more high energy and very active. This is Sir Winston, and he's a lot more chilled out than Elsa. He's been snuggling like this every day since he was a baby. These two are best buds now, and they have been, well, pretty much since they were this big. So I had to stop shooting the video because Winston came in and he started bugging me because he wanted to snuggle. Every day. Every single day. Multiple times a day. This guy. Alright, so back to the video. Now, there have been many animals over the years that have graced our lives, like Rocky the baby tern, who fell off the roof in Port Credit and was left for dead. There's been Delilah and Peter the swans. There's been Mortimer the chipmunk, Sir Juanston from Costa Rica, and of course, Big Mama Agnes. Oh, and of course, Bruiser the duck from Port Credit, who would squawk at me every day to come out and feed him. Animals just have a way of finding us. More specifically, Carmen. I'm telling you, if there is an animal within 100 miles, it will find Carmen and they will become best friends. I should even throw in a cameo of Romper, because he was a pretty cool cat. Now, I don't want to mislead you, because it hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows. Like those videos I showed you earlier of us sailing, we actually lived on that boat for 3 years in Canada, which means through the wintertime. Not to mention the fact that everything breaks on a boat, or we'd have issues with ropes getting jammed up in the propellers, or whatever it might be. I could probably write a book just on the storms alone that we experienced. Or if you've seen our house online, you've probably seen some videos that look like this, but trust me, it didn't always look this way. As a matter of fact, when we first bought this place, it was a steaming pile of manure. And it needed to be renovated from the attic down to the basement. I mean, all 3 floors completely gutted and redone. Not to mention the fact that we had 7 raccoons living in the house. So this is raccoon number 5. Recording.
Hello, this is raccoon number 7, hopefully the last one.
See those beady eyes there? I mean, they were everywhere. They would eat my clothes and my tools. Found my jigsaw. Completely destroyed. That's the cord in there with him. Or there was that time where we set out to hike the entire Bruce Trail for the Sick Kids Burn Unit. But there was so much mud and rain and hypothermia and bugs and injuries. I mean, Thought I was going to have to quit after the first week because my knee was so destroyed. But somehow we managed to overcome all the trials and tribulations along the way, and we took that steaming pile of manure of a home and we turned it into what it is today, which is the James Street Manor. And with a lot of help from our close friends and families, we ended up finishing that hike for sick kids. Now, we didn't raise $30,000 for the sick kids burn unit, but we came pretty damn close and we raised $25,000. So thank you so much to our close friends and family and everybody that helped out along the way. And as for that sailboat that we lived on, the Thera, she gave us a little bit of stress, but she taught us a lot about ourselves and what's really important in life. And she left us with about 1 million great memories that'll last a lifetime. So we've learned a lot about ourselves over the years and about each other. We've traveled to some pretty cool places and met some totally awesome people. And we've learned some pretty important lessons. And I've learned that a girl like this comes around maybe once in a lifetime.
I just wanna be your morning light.
You know, the kind of girl that'll follow you out into the middle of nowhere so you can look at a bunch of ancient rocks. Or who will help you renovate a 125-year-old home or sell all their stuff and move on a boat for 3 years. And do all that while putting up with you and your buddies while you're being a bunch of drunk idiots. I've learned that when you find that girl, you should take her by the hand and march her up to the highest mountain you can find. And take her right into the middle of that ancient temple. I've learned that you should probably get down on one knee and ask that princess if she's willing to be your queen. And if you're lucky, she might just say yes.
Hello! She just said yes. Oh my gosh.
When I met you, I met a universe. And now everything in my world is yours.
And cut. So that is it. And that's the story of Mark and Carmen 10 years together, which may have turned into an engagement video. I don't know. But I really enjoyed making it, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. So, we moved into our new house. We love it. So do the squirrels and the mice. Alright, buddy. One last snuggle and we are shutting it down for the day. What do you think? Think Mommy's gonna like that video? You just keep doing your thing, pal.